Boy, do we have some orders to open today. We have got 8 orders to open. They're from eBay, they're from Vinted, they're from whatnot. I was buying from John, Luke and Charlotte. I've been buying from the Gentleman Marketeers eBay lives, the Fluffy Cows eBay lives, and then also picking some stuff up from Vinted, a few snipes, supporting a few friends. It's all here. So if you want to see what I've picked up from these guys, stick around for the rest of the video and I'll show you exactly what I bought. We might also raid the charity shop's bags and I'll show you a few things I've been picking up recently too. First things first, let's start with the big old box. Now I believe this one is from John, Luke and Charlotte, if I remember correctly anyway. But let's see what's inside. I can't even remember what I picked up. This was a couple weeks ago at this point, and I've been leaving it just so I had a few parcels to open them all up in one go. So we've got a few little throw-ins. Thank you very much. Really appreciate these. We've got a tomato mud mask and a yes to brightening bubble mask. I'm going to use those in the bath. Take care of myself. You know, got to keep myself looking fresh for all these content and YouTube videos, baby. We've got a bunch of stuff in the box. Let's show you what I picked up. So the first item I got was this chemise Lacoste wool jumper. Really, really nice. It's got the like sort of different knit up on the shoulders to the arms, all the way down actually. A really, really nice pattern on that. I didn't quite realize just how nice it is. And it's not wool, it's cotton, sorry, but still really, really solid brand, the chemise Lacoste. I can't quite remember exactly how much I paid for this stuff, so sorry I can't tell you that, but I reckon I can get around 30 to 35 quid for that, maybe 30 to 40. Next up we have a vintage Adidas t-shirt with a big like Firebird emblem embossed on the front there. It like comes out from the shirt, and then yeah, you got the really nice vintage Adidas label in there too. Again, can't quite remember how much I paid, probably like 5 quid or something. I reckon I can get 15 to 25 quid for that guy, especially if it goes on to Vinted. It might sell a bit quicker than it does on eBay, but yeah, really cool. I just thought it was a nice vintage style. Next one, this one is lush. I would have picked this up no matter where I saw it. This one is a giant Gant, brand new with the tag, really chunky knit jumper. You've got the sort of Nordic-y style stitch, would you call that? Would you call it nautical? What would you call this kind of like stripy pattern on it? Would you just call it striped, or does it have a certain name? They look a little bit like hearts or chevrons or something. But really, really nice condition, brand new with the tag, size large, evening blue jumper. I think I did pay up a little bit for that one, probably like 15 quid or something. But still, happy to pay, happy to support some friends and get some quality items for my business too. Now, I am no sports jersey expert by any means, but the only way I can learn is by buying some, feeling the materials and getting used to it. So I picked up this Adidas Bank of Ireland Munster Rugby. Really, really nice tee. Got Bank of Ireland on the back there, sports jersey. I've been listing a few of these jerseys up recently, so hopefully these can add on and do just as well. Take all these prices with a pinch of salt. I haven't done research on it. I'm just showing you the raw opening of all the parcels of what exactly we got. And then last but not least, we picked up the Blazer. Gant the Blazer. The Blazer. What am I thinking? 100% wool, 100% viscose lining. Really, really nice jacket that. I'd pick this up anywhere. See it in a charity shop. See it on a live show. See it on Vinted. I'd be picking that up. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items from John, Luke and Charlotte. Thank you very much for those ones, guys. Appreciate the items. Next up, we just got a bag this time, and this has got to be from an eBay live show. But is it Simon's or is it the Fluffy Cow? I do not know. Let's get it open, have a check, and see what we found. So this one is from the Fluffy Cow. Thank you so much for sending these across. I've got some really cool bits in here, like a Huggables little thing. She did these little bundles where she like chucked a bunch of stuff together, and I thought they were great for like stocking fillers, Christmas gifts, and stuff like that. Yes, even resellers need to buy Christmas gifts, guys. We can't just give them our stock, or can we? Maybe that's a genius way to save. There's some Huggables, little hand warmers. There's some like yin and yang earrings in there. There's a hair clip. There's a nice beanie hat there. There's a little Hello Kitty key ring. You could probably guess who all this is going to, but shh, it's for Gigi's birthday. I didn't just pick up those things. I did grab an item to resell as well. And this is a Free People houndstooth blazer, brand new with the tags. Really, really nice condition. It is cropped as well. Very sort of preppy style. Should be looking at 35, maybe even up to 50 quid on this one. Free People's a little bit of a weird brand for me. Like all the prices and all the listings and the sell-through rate and stuff, it looks decent. But then whenever I pick it up, I just struggle to sell it. Maybe I price things too high, but I've been gradually reducing the prices of things anyway, and they're now pretty much half of what they were before, and they still haven't sold. So if you guys have any tips for Free People, let me know down in the comments. Next one is another eBay package. Let's see what we got inside of here. I believe this one to be from the Gentleman Marketeer, but we shall see. We've got the sign in there. These were being given out at the eBay Open. Love to see it being used. Thanks for shopping on eBay Live. Little throw in there. And of course, it is the Gentleman Marketeer. Thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate it. I just covered the discount code there because I don't want everyone to get access to it. You got to buy from Simon if you want the discount code. But just so you know, there's a discount code on here. It's actually quite funny watching so many of Simon's videos, seeing him handle this stuff, seeing him put the stickers on. I actually just wanted to experience what it was like to buy from Simon. See how the items he sends arrive. Is the standards that I hold myself to the same as Simon? I know we shouldn't compare ourselves to others all the time, but I hold Simon to such a high standard. He's a legend. He's an inspiration for us all. I can't remember what I actually purchased from the guy. So here we are. First item in here is a pair of APC Rue Madame Paris chinos is what it looks like. They are quite a slim size, not sure on the exact size. Waist 36 on these ones. We just wanted to support him in his first show, pick up a few bits, and this was a new brand to me, so I thought, why not pick it up and see if I can get on well with it. This next one really tickled my pickle. From things I've been selling recently, I thought this fits exactly into what's been doing well for me, so I definitely wanted to pick this one up. Really appreciate the deal here. This is a super dry, nice big hooded coat, but it's got all the military badges and stuff on there. Absolutely love to see it. These have been doing really, really well for me. Over on eBay, haven't really sold too many of them on Vinted, but still very happy with my pickups there. Thank you very much, Simon. This next one is a Vinted order, and I did already just open the bag before I forgot to click record. So here we are opening it again. These are a pair of Musto trousers. They are like the sailing racewear range, or like just like the sailing range. You see they've got the big old like bum on there, and this has got a really sort of grippy material so you don't slide off the deck, I am assuming. And more specifically, they are Musto Evolution. I've never heard of Musto Evolution before. It was new to me to pick these ones up. I think I paid £8 for these on Vinted. And the person has like listed them as mistook trousers. Maybe their autocorrect was just doing them dirty, but I was able to spot that, hop in, buy it for cheap enough that I can make a profit on them. I think they'll sell for the 25 to 35 range. Next one is another Vinted parcel. I can't quite remember what this is. This might be the one I bought for myself, or is this the one to flip? Oh, it's the one for myself. Now, you're going to love this. You're going to love this. And you're going to see why I had to grab this. Oh, boy. That is awesome. I flipping love that. That is so nice. The Hundreds brand is died off now. It used to be so much more popular, and it would hold like really high values. Like you used to be able to probably sell this for like 50, 60 quid. I picked this up for £8 or £6 on Vinted. Literally just for myself. I love the style. I love the tie-dye. I love the big embroidery on it, on the sleeve. That's going to sort me out for Christmas. Thank you very much, Vinted. Another one off Vinted, and this one is off of my friend Nathan again. I bought a bunch of like Realtree camo stuff off him last time. If you saw the video of what I sniped on Vinted in 48 hours, you would have seen me shouting him out there. But I did spot another thing from this weekend's uploads that he did, and I just couldn't resist. This is so flipping cool. I've never seen this style of it before, ever. This is like a snowy winter wear Realtree camo jacket. I thought it's just such a unique sort of design and style and stuff on there. And then after doing a little bit of research, it's not just Realtree, it's also Swede Team. So the Realtree Swede Team is like icy camo training stuff. I think they even use it in like some of the military things. But the sales or the solds I did see were for more like full outfits, and they were selling for around the £130, £100 sort of mark. So I couldn't see any of this exact jacket I'm just going off of, it's definitely quality, it's definitely sought after. I reckon I could put this up for the 50-60 range and it will sell pretty quick. Thank you very much, Nathan. This next lot is the next batch from the Fluffy Cow. I did go a bit crazy in one of her shows, but she had such cool things, I just couldn't stop buying them. First one to pull out is this vintage Asics jacket, track jacket, really nice embroidery on there. It's got the Asics like band all the way down. You've got that 90s teal on there. And then of course, the big old vintage Asics label. This one could be a keeper. I'm gonna have to try it on, make sure, see if it fits first. But I still think there's going to be some solid profit if I do want to flip that as well. Probably that 20 to 30 pound range. This tee was epic. I did not know it was on her store, and she mentioned it, and I was like, oh my God, we've got to run this. And I definitely am coming home with it. Tweaked, and it's Garfield on there. How cool is that? 1978 on the tag, on the label. Look how cool that is. It reminds me of The Mask, like you know, the movie The Mask? Sort of looks like that. Next up is a ski jacket. This one is so cool. I didn't even think about it at the time, but she said it reminds her of Action Man, and oh my God, is she right. Look at that. That is 90s Action Man all over. I used to have all of the sets, the mountain biking thing, the kite thing, the submarine thing. I used to play with them in the bath. Used to have Barbie outfits, and then they'd go on dates. Oh my God, what a nostalgia trip. I'm going to have to try this on and see if it fits, because this could be an awesome winter jacket to wear. But if not, I still think my money is safe. The brand is Mega MX or Mega X even. I still reckon I could get around the 20 to 35 range for this one. And then last but not least, we got a Russell Athletic varsity style track jacket. I thought this one is really, really nice. You got the Russell on the like label there. You got it embroidered up here. You got the badge in there. Again, I would wear this myself, so I'm going to have to try it on and try and resist keeping it forever, because we run a reselling business. We need to sell things for profit, Tommy. But you got to look good doing it. And then the final parcel of the day. This one is a Vinted order. I got a bundle of 3 items. First time buying off of this seller, but I have saved them or favorited them, and I may buy off of them again. Depends what they have, depends what the prices are. Let's see what we picked up. First one I grabbed is this Magellan Outdoors Realtree jacket. It is a quarter zip jacket. It's called Mag Wick, so keep your eye out for that one. This normally sells better in the US, but still, Realtree stuff's been doing decently for me. I bought quite a lot of it. It's not selling as quickly as I'd like, but I'm getting the prices I want. And we've already made profit on the whole thing, so I can't complain. Really, really nice quality on this one. Definitely would pick that up again if I see it. The Magellan Outdoors brand, and just generally Realtree stuff. I think it will sell well. If you use the hunting, shooting, airsoft, paintball, outdoor, fishing, hardwood, all those sort of keywords, you're going to definitely get a sale. Next two are a pair of trousers, I believe. These are a pair of Wrangler Outdoor, and they're like lined on the inside. So definitely made for the winter wear, and probably more hiking as well, because they've got the... Oh no, they don't have the cargo pockets on. I've not actually picked those up before, but I think they cost me £5. I think where I bought 3, it then applied a bundle discount, so I may have made a little saving on this, but I think these were like £3 to £5 each. Then the last pair is also another pair of the big, thick Wrangler trousers. Show you it on the badge there, and again, it's sort of like the fleece lining on the inside. Keeps them nice and insulated, especially if you work in warehouses and stuff like that. Like I used to work in a warehouse, and boy, does it get cold early in the mornings, doing the late night shifts. You want something nice and insulated without having to wear layers on layers on layers. That Realtree should be able to sell for the 20 to 30 range, and the 2 Wrangler trousers about the same, probably around that £25 mark. That's everything I picked up from online, eBay, whatnot, Vinted, live shows. It's all now filled one big bag, so I'll try the bits on that I want to try on, and then we'll get it all listed up just here to eBay, Vinted, Depop, and see where we get the sale. I do also have this stock here that I'm working through, and this stuff here. This is clothing. That's my last of all the clothing. And then we've just got shoes basically to go through. But I found some decent stuff the other day. We've got a nice Huff windbreaker. I did get this for myself at the time, $12.99. I just don't know if I like how it sort of fits on me. I think I could still sell that for like 25 quid, maybe 30 quid. Again, Huff used to be much stronger as a brand, but it's sort of died off a bit more recently. This one was a new brand to me. We did pick up this blazer. The brand here is Gerteen Menswear. I've not heard of that one before. It was only $4.99 in the charity shop. Nice big size, 50 large. We're going to be picking that one up all day long. There was a bunch of stuff in like the reduced section. So normally I don't buy from the reduced sections just because it's all crap. But I've not heard of this brand. It's just the letter G on there. If you guys know that, let me know. But can you resist that sort of pricing? Like, it was $9.99, is now £2.49, and it's a 100% wool like coat with the double buttons down it. Like, that's screaming to me style and vibes and color. So yeah, I'm picking that one up for £2.50 all day long. Similar story with a bunch of this stuff, like some Bowden white stuff in there. Gigi did find this awesome piece actually that I'm going to show you because it's just so cool. I've not heard of this brand before. New one for both of us. Molby is the brand. We paid $8.99 for it, and it is a massive, let me put the phone down. So the brand is Molby. We paid $8.99. It is like a corduroy style, really big long dress with pockets in there, button down, zip down even, sorry. Really, really good find. Should sell really quick for like that 35 to 40 pound range. Another brand that I know of, I've just never come across before in the wild, and then I've come across it twice in the past week, is Sprayway. This one is a Sprayway full zip fleece. I paid $7.99 for this one. Really, really nice condition. I also found a Sprayway like Gore-Tex coat as well. That should be buried in here somewhere. I'm not going to dig it all out because I'm just going to mess up my own system if I do that. Not sure if this brand is still as solid as it used to be, but Goose and Gander, really sort of subtle brand. They have this little goose like embroidery thing on there. Quarter zip jumper there, paid $7.99 for that one. 100% lamb's wool Glenmore V-neck jumper, a weird sort of pistachio pastel green, paid $8.99 for that one. Sold Glenmore stuff really well in the past before. I was debating on this one for quite a while. It is a Formula E hoodie. Now these do sell really, really well. I just couldn't tell if this is like an oil stain. It looks like it now on camera. It looks like an oil stain or something. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that out. If anyone has any recommendations for getting these really stubborn stains out, let me know. Like, I've tried Vanish and all that sort of stuff. I've got Vanish, we do all of that, but sometimes it just doesn't work. So if you know any tricks of the trade, do let me know in the comments below. Then if I pull some of the bits out of the other bag, they're from 2 different trips in different areas, so completely different charity shops. This one from Cat Protection, I paid £5 for this. New brand to me again, but really, really good brand. Rosignol is what it says on there. And then on the back, it's got this really nice sort of like embossed Rosignol snowflake pattern on there. But they do gilets, they do coats, they do jackets. Another new brand to me, which I think is a golfing one, it's called Island Green. And again, is that sort of like windbreakery material. It's similar to the Galvin Green jackets where they do the Gore-Tex stuff. But I paid $7.99 for this one. It seems to sell for that 35 to 40 range. And then I could be here all day going through all of my stock. So I'll end it on this one, and I want your input as much as possible. So I found all of these things separately in the charity shop, and none of them were priced. I took them to the till, and she priced them cheaper than any of the other items that were in the shop. So I couldn't say no. But at first, there was just a polo shirt. It is the Nike For All Referee Developer range, whatever that means. Nike Dry Fit. If you know what this is, let me know. It seems like it's like a referee academy and you train to become a referee or something. But it has the t-shirt, the polo shirt, sorry. It has the joggers with the same label, same colorway, everything the same. And not only that, it also has the track jacket to go with it. So I've basically got the full referee Nike outfit. Let me know what this goes for. I really don't know with this kind of thing. I'm not into sports at all. I don't follow it. I don't even I really don't care about it, to be honest. But if I can make some money from it, that's great. The top was £4. The joggers were £4.50 and the jacket was £5. Well, as you can see, I've still got plenty more stock to be getting on with, getting listed up to eBay, Vinted, Depop. so we can get it sold and send it off before all the Christmas cut-offs, all the Christmas problems come in. Let's just try and get as much as we can sold, and then we can have a nice little break in the new year, go and reward ourselves for all of our hard work. Sorry, if you did want to see everything else that was in those bags, stay tuned on the channel and I'm sure you'll either see it in another long form video, if not on a what sold on a short form. I've been posting them out on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and everyone seems to be loving it, so really appreciate all the support over there. We're trying to grow the channel to 5,000 subs. If you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. Help me achieve that goal. We want to be there by this time next year, if not exceeding it. So smash the subscribe button, tap like on your way out, and drop a comment down below. What was your favorite pickup? What do you think I'm going to sell for the most money? And what do you want to see from me in future videos? Catch you in the next one. Peace.